Now this video is actually the first in a series of tutorials about how to edit your WordPress website. Now every website is going to be a little bit different, so you're just going to have a look at your website and see how these principles apply. Before you can edit your website, the first thing that you'll need to understand is the difference between a page and a post. Now when you first try and understand this, it will come across as very confusing, but as soon as you start to grasp the concept of the difference between pages and posts, you'll understand how powerful a post can be. And so the very first thing that we're going to look at is a page. Now if you take a look at this page, for example, this here is a contact page, and it's a contact page is a prime example of when you would use a page as opposed to a post, because this content is not likely to change very often. We would consider this to be static content, and really the only time that we're going to change much of the contact page is if we were to change phone numbers, change locations, things like that. So pages are very good for any information that you want to display on your site that is not likely to change very often, and that's where it gets the term static content from. Now if we're to compare a static page to an index page, which is what we're looking at right here, and this is actually the blog page of this website. Now an index page is where it shows a number of different posts in a particular category, or in this case the blog page is showing all of the posts from every category. And if I was to scroll down, we can see it looks a lot different to the contact page, where here we're showing an index of various different pieces of content that are all posted as individual posts. And so how that works is we can see here there's post categories. If at the moment we're looking at all the categories, but we could sort that by, and just search for posts in a particular category. And that's one of the reasons why posts are so powerful, because of the way that you can display your content. And then let's have a look at this, for example, this very first post at the top here. This here just gives us a little bit of an introduction to what it is. It displays an image, and you can click on the read more button, and that will take you through to the individual post page, which we can see right here. So now if I scroll down, you can see that we're not on the index page. This is a single post page, and it's got the rest of the content there. Now one of the ways that you can use this is, as I've just shown you here, is to have a blog page. You can also then have links on the other over in the menu bar here, where you could just have that titled by one of the category names, and then show all the posts in that category and not all the other posts. That's one way of doing it. But let's have another look at another way of using this. Okay, and we'll go to the products index page. Now that here is this link, what we do, so it's the product index page, and if I scroll down you can see once again it's an index of all the different products that we have. And so this is done as a post as well, as opposed to a static page. And we can click on the read more button there and go straight through to the individual post page. Now this one is slightly different again. This is not just a normal post. This is done as what is called a custom post type. So basically a custom post type is exactly the same as a normal post. They act the same, but in this particular case it's been we've created a new post type calling it services or products. And it just gives you a bit of flexibility there, that allowing you to change the way that this particular post type is formatted, the way it's displayed, without affecting your other post types. Now if you compare this to your own website and have a look how your services are displayed, if it looks something similar to this, it has an index page like this, then they're probably uploaded as a post as opposed to a single page. If all the details of all your products or services are listed on a single page, then it's likely to be a page, not a post. Okay, that will give you an indication as to what you need to go and edit when you're looking at the back end of your website. Now another possibility that you might have when you go into the back end of your website and you want to update your products and services, if they're listed like this and you can tell that they are a post, it might not actually be a custom post type. It might only be a normal post, and it's put into a category called services or products, and then it's linked to that particular category in your menu bar as well. Now that might not make too much sense right now before you've gone and look at the back end of your website, but once you get into the back end of it, it will become more clear. The main thing is that you can look at your website like this and tell the difference between posts and pages, and then you'll know when you get into the back end whether something is a custom post type or a normal post.